by YouTuber law to watch this video. This is Shoe0nHead getting upset at Hasan, which is a pretty classic video to make right now. The libs love to make a Hasan's bad video. 4 days ago this came out, 2 million views. Must be a good video, obviously. Another one of her videos where she looks for male approval.
The other day, I made a video about the Pragmata video game drama, and covered some insane opinions people were having about it. How the game activated some fatherly instinct in some men, and how people were calling those men creepy incels for having the basic human desire to start a family. A small part of that—
Man, she is really on some, like, natalist stuff nowadays. So the game Pragmata, there's a kid on it. I've never played it. My take is this. I saw it, and I saw a little kid running around barefoot, and I have a Twitter account, and so I thought, what are the people on Twitter going to say about this game? And then I thought, I don't like what they were going to say on this about this video game. So my take is that I'm sure it could be a great game. I don't know, but it gave me the vibes that bad people that I don't like really are going to like this game and take this particular stance about it.
What's really interesting about this is all of these unfuckable losers in the gaming sphere always talk about like starting families and stuff. And I don't understand like why this has become a thing that they care about. Like, if you're a gamer, you should care about things that you actually experience. You should care about things you actually enjoy, right? If you're a lonely gamer who has never been around a woman and will never have sex with a woman, why do you care? Like, why do you care about having children or like riding for having children? Like, it's just not something that you're gonna experience ever for your life, for the rest of your life, right? This is something that I never understand.
Dude, I think it's interesting that Shoe0nHead's initial reaction every single time she hears anyone criticize men is, those boys need a protector, and then she stands like fucking Joan of Arc in front of them, literally pink knighting. God, she's such a girl boss, dude. It's one thing if you're like, hey, I want kids. Cool. You know what will help? Not being an incel. So he's right about that.
Wow, maybe there's a reason people are yearning to start a family and can't afford to have one and can't seem to find a partner. They feel alienated from their work and atomized from their community. If only there was a political commentator around to speak about all this. Oh well, guess it's not.
Okay, so this is more coddling. I think if you're a vile fucking misogynistic incel loser, you don't have to be, and you can be a better man, but I am not going to give you my fucking community and time and empathy when you don't share it for half the fucking population. I just don't agree with that, and I think until you come around to that fucking opinion, I'm good. I'll give you as much empathy as you extend to everybody else. So none is apparently where I'm at with them. And that's their choice. Like, that's their fucking choice. It's not an innate part of them to be a misogynistic incel fucking loser. It is a choice that they make because they like Asmongold or they like you or you tell them it's okay for them to be that way. They'll still find someone to love them. No, they fucking won't.
First of all, the only care about something if it affects you is extremely libertarian coded and also very weird coming from a guy who understandably wants everybody to care about a genocide that is happening across the ocean. Second of all, what is this nihilistic horseshit? You never aspire for anything, never aim for greatness and meaning. And I love how he's like, unfuckable losers. Like, okay, congrats on the sex, bro. Check out this sex haver over here. I'm sure all those unfuckable losers could easily go to foreign brothels and pay for sex like you, Hasan. Also,
so the implication there is that Hasan needs to do sex work and you're sex negative about the sex work. To couch yourself in this like, oh, I'm like a Bernie, bro. I'm like a sort of a progressive. No, you're fucking not, dude. You have adopted the term genocide after it's been pretty obvious that everybody hates this and you can get away with it with your right-wing audience. And you kind of know that. Like, let's be fucking real. Once you realize that you could get away with it and not lose, you know, your fucking appeal to your base.
So, 35? No kids? Sitting in
35, no kids? What the fuck is this? Dude, people do not want to have kids at the rates they used to for obvious reasons. A genocide being live streamed across the world is one of them, by the way. Watching a genocide unfold and thinking, do I want to bring kids into a world that allows them to be murdered with a drone because Benjamin Netanyahu doesn't like the cut of their jib? Or what about Donald Trump? Because what if I love someone that isn't from a country that I am, what if someone's not from the U.S. and I fall in love with them, right? Millions of people around this country are thinking that, right? What if I have children? If they're a little brown, now they're going to have a bad time. I mean, people are not going to enthusiastically reproduce if they're not having a good time in their day-to-day. And things are more expensive than ever. Everyone is like one accident away from being unhoused, essentially. You get cancer, you're fucked. You get fucking, you break your leg, can't go to work for 3 weeks, you're fucked. Your car fucking breaks down and you can't get to work every day, you're fucked. It's just over and over and over and over. Like, how can anyone be like, oh, yeah, I can raise a kid in this environment? This stuff used to be a lot slower. Now everyone's like, oh, I can see things are happening in front of me that are bad. Oh, I can see looming on the horizon is an oil crisis that will make everything worse. Oh, I can see a climate catastrophe that in 20 years, right when my children are going to be blooming into the world, the world is going to start being basically uninhabitable, and they're going to have water wars, and they're going to have fucking food shortages. I mean, maybe if I thought we were on a path to fix those things, I would be more inclined. But even then, like, I know me, and I know I don't want it. Like, Hasan might not want kids. Hasan might want to pursue other things. But it's fine if you find motherhood or parenthood in general just to be your shit, and you love it. That's wonderful. That's so great. There's no reason for you to say that other people need to follow that to find fulfillment. I would personally not be fulfilled by having a child around 24/7. They're a lot of fucking work. We have to do too much work and spend too much time laboring and doing other stuff and seeking. I have a lot of time relative to a lot of people because I get to stream. Thank you for subscribing. I'm writing a book right now that I would not be able to do if I was 24/7 fucking doing it, unless I'm burning candles at the both ends. And everyone knows parents. And when I was a young man, I used to fucking work hours and hours and hours and hours. And now, imagine doing that in your fucking 30s and your fucking late 20s. Doing that for a kid, and then doing that for 20 fucking years to make sure they're okay. And we're all going to do it because they rely on us, and then you get burnt out, and you find out why everyone is fucking like, not having a great time. I can't believe we don't live in a good situation when we didn't have, a whole generation of boomers didn't have the time to self-actualize because all they did was work for corporations.
Terrible fucking way to exist, dude. Oh, I'm getting all my politics from Shoe0nHead. Ooh, look at me. I'm an emo girl. Ooh, look at me. 4chan guys who are now 38 years old want to fap to me.
Kind of true.
Why would you openly admit that you listen to Shoe0nHead? What the is wrong with you?
I mean, okay, so, I think she's gonna, based on the title, Men Goon to You, a little bit different from what he said. Like, everyone knows the jig is up on what Shoe's game here is. It's validating shitters on the internet for their shittery and patting them on the head and saying, oh, well, you a good little boy. And then they subscribe and watch the stuff and they're sycophants. And she's made jokes about this for years. Why even pretend that what he said is offensive or something that you haven't said yourself? I guarantee you if you go back and watch any of the videos we've watched on the channel of Shoe0nHead, she makes jokes about her own fucking simps many times. She might do it now.
Everyone else is covering this crash out, so why wouldn't I, the subject of said crash out, cover it myself? There's currently a resolution in Congress to, disavow Hasan Piker, the same thing that
the Times of Israel
that they did to Nick Fuentes, disavowing private citizens for what they said on the internet. What are we doing here? Does our government really have nothing better to do? There is so much going on in the country right now, so much going on in the world right now. I feel like decades worth of news happens every week. Every day there is a breaking story of the most insane stuff you've ever heard in your life. Everyone is expected to have a fully formed opinion immediately. But
I don't think fully formed. I definitely think social media to some extent puts stress on people who engage with it to have a take, I guess, if you look at it like that. I'm gonna be honest with you. If the internet wasn't flooded with Nazis, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. We would have normal discourse about stuff. The libs are bad enough, which, I mean, they're engaging in fascism and shit in Israel right now and everywhere else.
So I am joined here today with the lovely Smug Alana, the VTuber, everyone's favorite Oshi.
Hey guys, I'm a JPEG and I would bow, but I can't, so just pretend I am doing.
Yeah, this is incredibly cringe. We're here to take down Hasan with the VTuber. I actually think we have a double pick-me situation, which is a little tough. It's a little tough to watch. We're going to do it, though. We're going to get through it.
It right now.
No, nice bounce.
Well, I mean, he'll get the views in, you know what I'm saying?
I fucking actually hate the current state we're in. You know? The internet was better when it was a bunch of nerds fucking arguing and making response videos, and now look at us.
Bro, you were on the last Shoe0nHead video. I will literally myself if you bring that shit up in here, okay? Why? What do you want me to do? Myself in the face, not die in the process, but at least lose significant chunks of my brain so I can operate at the same substandard, suboptimal IQ level that Shoe0nHead and her dumb audience operates in, so I can do a regular response to that? Is that what you want me to do?
Why is he so mad?
Shoe0nHead's like, wait! He's making fun of you. He's saying, like, he's being dramatic, and he's making fun of you and saying that the content you make is just so stupid and lowbrow and not thoughtful that listening to you criticize him is mind-numbingly dumb. And I gotta say, yeah, I mean, that's a pretty spot-on experience. Yeah, he was being a little sassy about it, and I had to explain his joke to her because he was right. He has too much fucking frontal lobe going on. She's like, pew, the joke goes right the fuck over her head, and she doesn't even know what he's saying.
Let me just give myself some brain damage.
This video. Do you want me?
Ooh, look at me. I'm an emo girl, and I change my politics all the time. Ooh.
Time out.
Please.
Emo?
I wasn't even gonna bring that up. No.
Yeah, I think he boomered out instead of saying e-girl. I think he said emo. I think that's it.
Oh, hold on. For me, it's the wild way that he frames having nuanced opinions, like, depending on the subject. Like, God forbid you disagree with Hasan Piker, the arbiter of correct opinions of the internet.
I don't think he was saying that you have to 100% agree with him to not be a dumbass. I just think he was saying that Shoe0nHead videos are like watching a video that was made by a dumbass. And that's pretty much the experience. So yeah, it was pretty funny.
I have like 100 videos in the span of like a decade. You could go randomize and click on any of those videos and you wouldn't be able to tell if it was made today or 10 years ago.
I gotta say, that is somewhat of an indictment on yourself. It bolsters what Hasan was just saying about your lack of personal development.
Which, honestly, I shouldn't be bragging about, but okay.
Oh, a little glimmer of self-reflection for a second? Oh, no, look away.
My point is, I haven't changed that much. And the things I have changed my mind about, I'm very open about. The way he's framing people changing their minds, changing their political opinions over time as like a bad thing is bizarre.
Okay, but that's not what people are saying. You change your political opinion based on who you're dating. You were best single. Like, there was a middle part. That was her best arc.
He's totally for people changing their minds politically, but only when they change their mind to agree with him.
I don't know that anyone arguing that someone ought to change their mind is saying that you should change your mind just willy-nilly, arbitrarily to something else, and that's a virtue. She's clearly just not a very developed individual insofar as this conversation goes. Though she has had it many times, it seems to her, this is impossible to stick to her fucking brain. To some extent, whether she's going to admit it or not, it is because she would make less money, like, initially, and she's scared of that. I think in general, if she was just for real, she'd do fine, but whatever.
He supports people changing their mind as new information presents itself. He supports iDubbbz apologizing for the crime of being funny 5 years ago. But when it comes to me...
Do you hear yourself? You know what I mean? The crime of being funny 5 years ago. Like, you say the joke and you lampshade behind it, and that is the thing that We keep saying you do. That's a joke for right wingers to go, oh, yeah, she's one of us. And like you just keep doing that over and over, and you keep reminding them that like you are. She's capable of being an intelligent individual. She is, through ego and through like she's kind of stamped her foot in the ground and said, no, this is my husband. You know what I mean? She's kind of dug herself in and just, that's it. The crime of being funny equals saying slurs. By the way, yeah, which is what he was apologizing for. Good note.
Changing my mind on like 3 things over the course of a decade, that's bad. Like, yes, I've changed on a few things, obviously. From the ages 23 to 35, yes, your opinions are gonna change a little sometimes.
No way, really?
Like, you probably don't believe the same things you believed like 10 years ago.
No.
Believe this? I don't know what that means. I mean, I'm sure with more information comes an illumination, but I wouldn't call it believing.
Absolutely not. Well, I think in that video that you talked about, I don't know, I remember like a couple of months ago, you were like, I had a baby and then I lived in the city and then I was like, man, maybe safety and putting money into the police isn't that bad, you guys.
It is bad. If you like the safety of your child, you should not give the government impunity to harm them when they become an adult or a child, really. Like, hello? Especially if they were not Caucasian, but, she can branch out, so that's okay. Nice white Catholic babies, just like Americans should be.
I mean, that was different when you were like 20 or 25.
Right, exactly. Like when I was living in like sheltered suburbs, I was like, hey, cab, f the police. And then you live, and then you're an adult with a child, and you live in the city, and it's like, oh, actually, no, we need more police.
Never mind.
What a baby brain take. Obviously, we don't need more police. We need more services that people can access so that they have their needs met. They should have healthcare, housing, education, food, etc. All of their needs should be met. And then you will see less crime. You could see she's going, ew, ew, because homeless people she saw or something.
Hasan usually can hand wave away critics like, oh, they're just an Israel shill, they're just a Zionist. He can't do that with me. He hand waves them away by calling them neocons or neoliberals. He can't do that with me. Alt-right incels, he can't do that with me. So what does he do? He malfunctions and starts calling—
What do you mean? You are a lib, though. I'm glad you're not pro-Israel. But like I said, you do have settler vibes, so I don't know. If your right-wing audience was very, very pro-Israel, I don't know that you'd have this take. I would love to think that you did, though. I would love to think that you would be willing to alienate your entire audience, but I don't think you are.
Me emo, like, okay man, you got me. Emo is when eyeliner, I guess. In the hyper-partisan mind, it is completely impossible to hold several non-contradictory opinions at the same time. Like wanting free healthcare, but also wanting a strong border.
Nazis? A strong border? What's that even fucking mean? It just means we militarize the border and you give them the ability to shoot brown people instead of just giving people access to a place that they could try to call home and be community members with us. Did you know it would be way easier and you wouldn't have the border situation if we decriminalize drugs? That'd be great, because then you undercut a lot of the profit that the cartels get. And if we stopped pillaging the Southern Hemisphere, we would stop having migration crises and we would start having our neighbors have stability. Like, you're going to see similar shit with Cuba when we inevitably start doing fucking Palestine too to them. Haiti, fucking Dominican Republic, etc. Mexico. We just destabilize all of our neighbors and we suck everything towards the core. But you can't understand that. You just go, oh, we need to put up a big wall. We need to fucking put guns on that wall and protect my baby. She's genuinely more aligned with Nick Fuentes when you think about it. She really is, and she doesn't realize it because she doesn't interrogate any of these thoughts because her husband tells her to have them. And let's be real, that's what happened.
To me, those aren't contradictory whatsoever. In fact, that works together. You don't want to override your healthcare system, right? Your focus should be American citizens.
Yeah, do you hear yourself? So I don't think people visiting the country are going to be sucking up our healthcare system. We want everyone that's in this country to not be sick or harmed so that everyone has a good time. Are you worried about the Mexicans coming over and taking our healthcare? Like, we don't even take our healthcare. It's too pricey. What are you talking about?
in their mind, like, Denmark doesn't exist, right? They think, like, oh,
Do you think Denmark has a border wall with guns on it?
if you think unions are important, you must also be for minors having HRT. Like, no. If you believe
Just a transphobic talking point that you absorbed from the right wing without any critical thought or consultation of your, we'll call them trans friends. I'm sure you have lots of those. Blair fucking White. This is Chuck Schumer.
in public transportation, you also have to believe in abolishing prisons. Like,
Abolishing prisons would be good because they're for-profit enterprises that are using incarceration as a cruel and unusual punishment. Yeah, abolish prison. I mean, in the way that it exists right now, the carceral state is bad. We should just have rehabilitation. And in the cases where you can't rehabilitate someone, like they're just so psycho and they must stab citizens or whatever, or, you know, they're a very serious criminal otherwise, I'm fine sequestering some people from society, but very few will have to be. Let's be real. If you get them what they need, you get them mental health care. Instead of just putting a guy away for shooting someone during a robbery or being, you know, someone else shot someone during a robbery and they were there and they get fucking, you know, felony homicide charges or whatever, do we think that maybe we could get this person their needs met? Can we be like, hey, why were you robbing places? And the guy says, I was poor as shit and robbing the place seemed like the best option. Do you think that maybe the capitalist state causes these crimes? Do you think that maybe, you know, rent is bad if we're making people pay so much rent that and healthcare costs are so high that they have to go out and rob places to feel like they have a chance? We could learn about ourselves. Anyway, instead of just punishing people because you're mad or whatever.
no. Sorry, no. I don't know how my ideology is confusing. I don't know how they see that.
It's not confusing. You're confused about people dead on saying that your ideology is bad and dumb. And it is neoliberal. Like, you just described a bunch of neoliberal positions. I'd say maybe the one you differ on is the healthcare. And even then, it's nationalist socialism, which is Nazi shit. I want healthcare just for citizens. Just for German citizens, of course. It's not like they're going to get Social Security. I don't need someone to come over here, break their fucking leg, and not get any care, though. And have a $10,000 bill and then have to you get stuck in the United States or something because they can't afford it, you know?
As like flip-flopping or being a grifter. When to me, it's like completely normal, common sense stuff.
Did anyone call Shoe a grifter? It's more like validation hunter. The validation you get from giving men validation is what you seek, which is fucked up.
Like, you can't have a country in decay like this. You can't. It will not be fixed by people like Hasan telling young men not to aspire for anything.
I don't think Hasan says don't aspire for anything, and in fact, I would argue that Hasan right now is the most impactful political commentator that isn't in mainstream media, and it might not matter anyway. He might be currently right now in American politics the biggest needle mover for midterm elections and stuff like that right now. It's just true. Like, what he's saying is resonating with people, and he definitely does not talk about men don't aspire to be anything or what the fuck ever. He's saying that incel, loser, internet guys, I don't know why you would aspire to do something that you'll never do unless you can learn to be a human being with empathy.
And saying stupid shit like telling people it's cool to steal.
Would you steal from Whole Foods?
I'm pro stealing from big corporations.
Yep.
Like, what in the fucking LARP is that?
I'm pro from stealing from big corporations? That's not LARP. He wouldn't actually. I mean, he can afford it, but he doesn't. He's like this. The use case here is if you need food, I don't give a like. Try not to steal from people in your class. Steal from the people who are hoarding the wealth. That's what it is. It's about class consciousness. The people hoarding food is not the community. It's the fucking supermarket. It's Walmart. It's ConAgra. It's ridiculous to criticize them for that take. That's a good one.
Yeah, stealing is so cool, dude. Let's just steal from big corporations so those big corporations move out of that community. And then that community turns into a crime-ridden, unsafe shithole ghost town. And
What's wrong with cheese?
I'm imagining a community that was only built because the Whole Foods got installed, and I'm trying... I don't think this exists. I don't think the Whole Foods-centered community building program is a thing. Thank you, Dr. Gamble. This is incredibly baby-brained. Absolutely baby-brained.
a food desert. Like, yeah, bro, you're really fighting the man. Listen, you can tell people that billionaires are the real enemy until you are blue in the face, and it might be true, but Jeff Bezos isn't the one stabbing them on a train, you know?
Actually, Jeff Bezos is like 2 degrees of separation away from train stabbings. maybe 1 degree of separation. If Jeff Bezos was not a billionaire and all of the profit that he had was instead cycled into public works like it ought to be, because the community, literally the millions of fucking Amazon workers, the hundreds of thousands that break their backs, they should first be cut into the profits, and that would already uplift everybody. But healthcare for these people would have saved her life, the person that you're virtue signaling about. And then you're virtue signaling to racists about on purpose, because it very much upsets you to see a black man kill a white woman, but it never upsets you to see a white man kill a black woman or whatever. Like, you just don't see those clips going around, do you? And it's not because they don't fucking happen. They do fucking happen a lot. It's often white men in positions of power trying to do so with impunity. They love to do that, don't they? White men do love to kill white women too, but that's not as spicy, okay? That doesn't have another color component that I can try to monetize.
You can't have a peaceful, functioning, socialist, or even social democratic society with the delusional social policies of Hasan Piker.
So, comprehensive mental health care being free for all citizens, and having a reformative justice system instead of a punitive one, which this man had been cycled into and out of many times, where they just put him in a cell and then let him go, and then put him in a cell and let him go, and put him in a cell and let him go, instead of getting him any help. This would have saved that woman's life. So actually, Hasan Piker's policy would have actually saved her life, and many others. Charlie Kirk would still be alive if Hasan Piker's policy was in place. And that's not a joke. Charlie Kirk would still be alive.
You just can't. Anyway, sorry, I'm going on a tangent. It's just so funny he sees my politics as, incoherent, when to me, his politics are the ones that are incoherent.
His politics are the ones that are incoherent! Great. Yeah, so everything he said at the beginning of this, yeah, I mean, it's just, I'm sorry to say, it is genuinely because Shoe is too stupid. I wish that wasn't the case.
The video was barely political. My response to him was about his, nihilistic mindset when it comes to young men. Because for years...
Nope. Incels. Incels and right-wing chuds. And I wouldn't even say it's nihilistic. I would say it's, buddy, you have so many opinions about reproduction and you don't even partake. That's what's being said. That you don't understand that is crazy. She's intellectually uncurious big time.
We had to watch the media shove this guy down our throat like he was the Joe Rogan of the left. Ooh, he was gonna save young men from the alt-right pipeline. By the way, this guy is never going to be the Joe Rogan of the left because, Joe Rogan, at least Joe Rogan from years ago, I don't know about now, was all about listening to other people's beliefs and...
No, he fucking wasn't. Joe Rogan has never been about that. No, Joe Rogan gets very upset if you don't agree with Joe Rogan on the Joe Rogan podcast. Are you serious? This has always been the case. This is just weird boy slop propaganda. Are we even sure she's self-motivated to write these videos? Is this written by someone else?
Hearing other people's opinions. Hasan does not do that. Hasan closes his ears and goes, la la la, I can't hear you, you're stupid, I'm smart. For years, we had to listen to how this guy is gonna push young men away from the GOP. They are leaving the GOP, but they're not going to the Democrats, and I don't know if they're going to the left either. But
I'm glad that you at least understand that they're not the same thing. They are going to the left. All the policies that are leftist are popular, all of them. Healthcare, housing, education, lack of funding for Israel, etc.
Anyway, my video was not political. In fact, the only part...
What does that have to do with anything?
...that, was political was the part where I agree with Hasan about the genocide in Gaza.
If you're a gamer, you should care about things that you actually experience.
Very weird coming from a guy who understandably wants everybody to care about a genocide that is happening across the ocean.
My point there was, you can't be telling young men to only care about things that directly affect them, and then make it your life mission to tell those same young men to care about things that don't directly affect them.
Political violence could definitely always affect them. It's not affecting them right this second, I suppose. It's whatever. It's whatever. She doesn't have to understand. She just has to say, boys, you're doing a good job. Pat him on the head.
Want me to lose chunks of my brain? Do you want me to John Fetterman myself so I can understand the compelling argument the Shoe0nHead makes? One that should have been left in the dustbin of history all the way back in 2016.
As if opinions from 2016 aren't still here today that are good.
Literally, technically, I mean, I'll put my stats on the screen. I am literally more relevant today than 2016. Like, more people are watching. So these aren't opinions from 2016. These are opinions from now, Hasan. People disagree with you now.
You can have a good YouTube video view and not have people agree with you. You get like Asmongold runoff. You're downstream from Asmongold. It's Roach Guts Green in your comment section.
Look at me. As an emo girl, 4chan guys who are now 38 years old want to fap to me.
Wait, 4chan guys want to fap to me? Wait, I thought it was super cool and progressive to have like an army of men who simp for you online. That's not very woke of you, Hasan.
What do they think wokeness is? What?
First of all, I like how he used the word fap.
That's so old, isn't it? It's like gooning now.
Yes, it's gooning. Come on, get with the times. It should have been left.
No, gooning is long form fapping. You get with the fucking times. You don't fucking know.
In 2016, Hasan, come on. If this was said by anyone else, he would be calling it misogynistic and sexist.
I knew she was gonna say it was misogynistic or sexist for him to make a joke she makes all the time. It's not, dude, I don't think the misogyny was real high there. You could argue there's some, I guess, but like really it's just about your track record. It's about the kind of audience that you court over and over with your content. And like then you lampshade with, "Oh, I got a bunch of simps in the comments." Like you say this a lot all the time.
If I was getting paid for men to fap to me like many of his friends and ex-girlfriend porn star do for a living.
What is with all the slut shaming in this? So sex workers, porn star, you can't do anything. No kind of fucking. So this is actual misogyny. Yeah, exactly. This is the actual fucking misogyny right here. Like to accuse him of the misogyny and then just say, by the way, if you're a porn star, I guess you're bad? Like, huh? Why?
That would be fine.
Anyway, didn't they date like years and years ago also?
He would support it. But since I don't do that and I'm just like a normal YouTuber, it's a way to insult and degrade me.
No. I don't think acknowledging that your audience is filled with sycophantic simps is degrading to you. It's degrading to them. Like the thing you do is what you accuse other women of doing, and you court their emotions for clicks. You may feel like you believe what you say, but every time you deviate from this, the relevance goes down. Every time you start to come back, the relevance goes up. She loves to throw women under the bus.
It is interesting, though, how Hasan uses unfuckable as an insult to hurl towards men and fuckable as an insult to hurl towards women. I think it was Bell Hooks that once argued that patriarchy harms men by reducing their worth to status and conquest, while women are harmed by being reduced to only their desirability and being conquered. You should not be getting
Use fucking ChatGPT for that.
feminism mogged by someone who does not call themselves a feminist, Hasan.
I don't call myself a feminist. Ooh. It's like, yeah, to pretend that you just understood what you said is crazy.
Also, bro, you thirst trap more than I ever have in my entire life. You are on the cover of JQ.
GQ?
You are on the cover of GQ in a f***ing hot tub. I will put the picture up there as censored as I can, just to shield everyone's eyes.
Like a little rubber ducky on his pee-pee.
You are spread eagle in a magazine. Let me read this to you.
Why is that? I don't understand why that's bad. What are you upset about? Are you owning him with the hot GQ picture?
Let me read what this journalist said. Are you ready for this? Here's how Hasan Piker starts each day, working out, shooting the shit. It's Monday, 8:30 a.m., and we're in the backyard of a house in West Hollywood, where there's a makeshift private gym with benches, pull-down machines, and dumbbells galore. This is where 34-year-old political influencer keeps his thirsted-after body fit.
What? By the way, written by a male, too. And I'm just like, I would have thought it was...
Written by a male? Oh, well, who cares? That read male, so I agree.
Yes, I'm pretty sure.
He strips his shirt off. An army of girls and gays would kill to be where I am now, next to Piker as he pants in a pair of neon shorts with black Calvin Klein boxers poking out.
The socialist, by the way.
Sunlight glistening
The socialist? You can't have Calvin Klein boxers if you're a socialist? This fucking burlap sack, socialism thing is so fucking stupid. Yeah, you can go buy high quality clothing. In fact, I would say it's more socialist to buy high quality clothing that pays for the labor, although I don't know about Calvin Klein, but many of the brands that are worn, I would say it's better to buy handmade high quality clothing than anything you get at fucking Walmart for $15. Or, well, I guess it's 30 now, but
I'm always talking about being married. Like, when I'm in a relationship, I talk about being in a relationship, whatever. I'm the whore, not the one playing e-boyfriend.
why do you think you're being called the whore? I guess it's because she's so misogynistic that she heard slut shaming and was like, I can only do that to other people. Like, no, he was shaming your audience and you for courting them.
You're covered up. You can make the argument with me. When people say like, oh well, she's just a pair of anime tits on the screen. Okay, fair point. However, Shoe doesn't even like have anything that she wears in her YouTube videos that are like revealing. Like she's very moderate.
People, wait, hold on, sorry. My dad is calling. Wait.
Dad, put me on the phone with him. Hey, we're busy. The left in a MAGA body, bro. That always stuck with me.
A progressive mind and a MAGA body. What did they even mean by that?
Being attractive and eating healthy and working out is right wing. What the f are we smoking?
For like a good...
Dude, is the VTuber drunk?
3 years, there was this really weird campaign to make Hasan Piker like the face of progressive masculinity in a...
Are we just upset that Hasan Piker is successfully doing this thing, I guess? I don't know. This is very right along the lines of like all the liberal outlets attacking Hasan Piker, and now here she is doing the same thing. So this is the New York Times? Why are you criticizing Hasan for what the fucking New York Times wrote? I think this is very stupid too. I think MAGA guys are not very fit. Like, some of them are like young guys that are like, oh, I lift weights. But all of us have done this. I was also a fit 20-year-old. Who is fit in the MAGA cabinet? Pete, alcoholic. RFK's got a fucking worm in his head. Those are the two fittest guys they keep putting out. Kid Rock, he's up there.
Hey guys, we're not all ugly dysgenic freaks. Look, there's one of us who's attractive. What? Mr. Piker's success...
Do you hear the Nazi shit coming out of her face? Dysgenic? Like, do you hear this?
On camera, in some part, has been aided by the fact...
So this is about a years-old New York Times article?
...that he is, by conventional standards, a very handsome man. He is 6 feet 4 inches tall and built like a professional athlete. A square jaw, a beard, and a head of thick, dark hair. It's the one aspect many of my haters can't shake, Mr. Piker said of his appearance in a Twitch broadcast last year. They can't turn around and be like, you're not hot.
This is real, though, because as right-wingers do, it's always a projection of their insecurity on everybody else. And so you get that you get that shit a lot.
Indeed, tens of thousands of viewers may watch his videos for his political views, but many also tune in for their view of Mr. Piker himself, whose social media profiles are littered with suggestive images of his muscly body in states of undress, or thirst traps, as the pictures are known. Some of his fans scrape, screenshot, clip, and repackage them into fan cams.
Dude, you could scrape, screenshot, clip, and repackage my fucking frontal lobe free of all of this information. What a video.
So is he, like, projecting onto me? Is that what this is? Is he, like, insecure about his thirst traps and his reputation of being nothing but eye candy? And listen, I'm not delusional, okay? Obviously, your looks can help take you further in life, online and offline. Like, if I was morbidly obese or hideously ugly, I probably wouldn't have, like, half the following I have. You can easily say the same thing for Hasan. But at least I organically collected my simps. And
you see what I mean? Like, now she's lampshading the criticism by doing the same thing to herself. At least I organically created my simps. Why do you think that Hasan didn't organically get simps or whatever the fuck? Like, where do you think they came from? Like, the mainstream media has been trashing this guy for months.
Didn't have some, like, astroturfed glaze fest propping me up for years as some kind of, like...
Why do you feel like he's been getting glazed for years? That has just not been happening.
Like, there's currently a resolution in Congress to, like, disavow Hasan Piker.
What an unbearable f***ing way to exist, dude. Oh, I'm getting all my politics from Shoe0nHead. If you're getting your politics from a person like Shoe0nHead, you should be embarrassed.
What do you mean, get your politics from Shoe0nHead? I don't expect my audience to get their politics from me. I expect them to be entertained, to laugh, to think, to engage with...
To think. To think, why am I watching this? No!
The discourse at hand.
This is just the same clip over and over. How are we farming 34 fucking minutes out of this, Shoe?
Don't try to, like, pass off as someone you should get your politics from. I don't think my audience should get their politics from me or any YouTuber for that matter. I think they should do their own research, come to their own conclusions. I just say my opinions, and people are free to agree or disagree. Hasan, on the other hand, like, really thinks he's some serious political commentator. Bro, you're a Twitch streamer.
I'm sorry to break the news to you. He is actually a serious political news commentator. Like, he's actually campaigning with politicians. You put this out 4 days ago. Why don't you look anything up? I think he's probably going to run for office at some point, I hope. He says he doesn't want to, but I think we're going to bully him into doing it. He would be excellent. He'd be an excellent public servant.
I'm a YouTuber, but that's the difference between you and I. I know what I am.
I don't think you do. I don't really know if she is aware of what she is. She tried to mog the fucking YouTube views earlier. She was view maxing him earlier.
Oh my God, the things I want to say to people like this.
Then say it.
Say it, pussy. Did he?
He just did, and then you were like upset that he did. Why are you calling him? Wait, say it, pussy, and then are you for real though? Are you for real with that? Because I don't think that Shoe0nHead can deal with like real criticism. I don't think she's ever done well with that. Why would she pretend that?
Change into a suit because I made fun of his Gucci shirt?
Like, you can literally...
Did he change into a shirt? No, he was literally doing politics probably this very day. You think he changed his dress because you made fun of something he said?
I find it more compelling when someone deconstructs why you're being stupid. I swear, I think if he had an audience that thought it was okay, he would obviously bring up that you're a girl. Stupid woman! It's like he's fighting his bro, like, instincts.
He's reverting back to bro tips, Hasan Piker.
Yeah.
This week's bro tip is about bringing out the alpha male in you. This is a classic example of what happens when your father doesn't pay attention to you. You turn out to be a slut who's craving for attention, and then I tend to pick you up at a bar late night and bang you out on the first date.
Dude, we're just playing the hits. Ancient fucking Young Turks era. I don't care.
Insults I've already 8-miled him on because I've already made fun of the fact that my eyeliner is from 2008. I'm in no position to talk about style. I still do my makeup like it's 2009. I already made fun of
Very Republican coded, by the way.
the fact that you shouldn't get your politics from me. If you were going to Shoe0nHead for political information, you are deep fried.
He never self-insults. Like, you can make jokes about yourself. Like, I've joked about...
I disagree that... Dude. Why do you make me fucking... Now I gotta be here. The position I am in is now I essentially have to be like, nuh-uh, Hasan is better than you're saying. And now I have to do the rigmarole.
I don't think you realize last night, someone came to shake your hand. You did this.
You T-Rex?
No, because
you put your hand out like you were.
It was a lady that was trying to put a sticker on me.
I don't think he's intentionally. I just don't think he knows how to.
There was a conversation that took place actually where a guy was like trying to tell me how much like my content is meant to him. The whole time I was having like flashbacks to Caleb Heron, a hug incident where I was like, I need to smile a lot. I need to smile a lot. I need to be like, oh, thank you. But I was like so visibly uncomfortable. Like I was like, yeah. Wow. I noticed him like kind of feeling like I was being sarcastic. Psychotic. I wasn't being sarcastic. If you're watching, I really appreciated it, but in my mind there was a whirlwind of emotions. What's wrong with the man bun? Dude, I was so broke too. So I would literally shave my sides myself. Just so you guys understand the struggle. I shaved the sides myself. Yeah, I look like a Malibu yoga instructor. Oh, what the heliante? Oh, hell nah. Oh, hell nah. Oh, God. Oh, God. What was I doing? People will call you a terrorist, but it's seeing your own fits that break you. Yeah, because this is like, oh God, I was trying something. This isn't bad. Why was I wearing bandanas like on my head? What the was I thinking? Actually, what is that? Why was I just like putting a bandana on my head like I'm Solid Snake? Oh, I look like a coke dealer, bro. Like straight up. What was I doing with that hat, bro? What was that? What was happening?
I feel he's self-critical all the fucking time. It's whatever, man.
It's a million times like, oh, I'm a 400-pound man behind an avatar. Like, it's funny. Like, who gives a f? I feel like just takes himself way too seriously. The most popular streamers, every single one that I can name that are at the top with Twitch with Hasan, every single one of them at least like makes jokes about their appearance. Asman talks about how he's bald and
Asman. I love calling him Asman. It means you know, you're in the group. I would always call him Asmongold. I would never call him Asman. That's weird. It means we're too close to it. It means we consume too much. We're on first name basis. I use his government name. Asman Allen Gold.
and doesn't have any teeth. He leaves himself so exposed to being made fun of, and then he wonders why everybody makes fun of him. Like, just join in. It's part of being a human being.
Honestly,
why are we pretending that Hasan doesn't join in on getting made fun of or whatever? Like, that's part of it. Like, he's doing a bit here. You guys don't get the jokes.
All right, so then we got one of these Hasan orbiters.
One of these Hasan orbiters. Is Caseytron a Hasan orbiter? I think she's just also a Twitch streamer. She was here before Hasan was. Very misogynist, yeah.
A former booby streamer. This is Caseytron.
Oh my god, I cannot stand this girl. This Shoe0nHead girl, pick me woman.
Shoe0nHead and her dumb audience.
Her dumb audience of incels. Like, I don't know. It's like Shoe0nHead, if you like care so much about these incels, go one.
She kind of did.
This is such a self-report for being a retarded whore. Like, I love that.
Dude, we have two pick-me's down here just slinging the fucking misogyny around.
Too, that like Caseytron thinks the only way
not triggered at all, yeah.
You can truly care about men is if you have sex with them. Is this
so anyway, she was making a joke as well. Because the joke is obviously Shoe0nHead is not going. She also doesn't think the incels are fuckable or nice to be around. Caseytron is like, okay, so you go to bat for these disgusting men all the time who you know are in your chat and they're disgusting. And they're these right-wing freaks. You fucking do it then. You're telling other women that they have, you know, oh, make babies with them. Go, you know, you're 35, your eggs are getting dry. Fucking go have babies. Like, with these fucking guys. They're nice guys, actually. They just need someone to save them. You fucking do it then. And you won't.
Thought process just come free with not having a father figure? Do I have to have unresolved daddy issues to comprehend this?
Is that problematic for me to say?
No, it's just retarded.
Like, prove you care so much.
At this point, we're just like saying slurs, and that is the joke. The joke is we said the slur. Isn't that edgy of us? Seems like I agree that you haven't changed in 10 years.
About these incels and their inability to get sex. Go one. Oh, wait, you won't? Because you're just grifting to them?
True.
Like, you don't even want to get with them either. But you'll condemn other women for not wanting to who you don't want to oh.
Exactly what I was fucking saying. Exactly what I said she was going to say. And here it is. Yes, of course. Absolutely. She's spot the fuck on. Caseytron not missing a lot lately. Let's say that.
Okay.
When did I ever condemn women for not wanting to fuck people? What?
Brother, Shoe0nHead absolutely shame people for not considering the feelings of your incel audience and saying, oh, men have it so bad. Every bit of your content is this. You are shitty to women who criticize incels and your audience. She thinks it's on women to fix the male loneliness epidemic. She does! She attacks women who call out incels or say they don't want to date men. Also true.
You're happily married and have a child, but because some fat retard on Twitter thinks you're a grifter, you're gonna need to a bunch of random men to prove them wrong. What do you just have to do? Like a
Man, you just really don't understand what was said here. Neither of them are intelligent enough to hear the words that just came out of Casey's fucking mouth. You can't call people fat behind the VTube avatar? True. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know why I thought this. I'm stupid. I really thought that there was gonna be like a back and forth of takes being had, but really it seems that Shoe0nHead's just butthurt as hell that Hasan doesn't respect her as a content creator.
Bro, I'm literally over here talking about how I'm doing a rally with someone who's running in Philadelphia.
I'm out here doing the revolution, okay?
The revolution? Why is it always a socialist actively doing political advocacy? You have to be in a burlap sack, and also you don't have an AK-47, so you're not actually doing the revolution or whatever. The only way we're going to get any of the healthcare Shoe0nHead thinks that she wants is going to be through the socialism.
Like, that's cute, Hasan. That's adorable.
He's not a politician, man. The majority of the people that know your name only ever heard of you because you electrocuted your dog live on stream.
Kaya, please just fucking go. Just stop.
Why are we doing Ethan Klein tier propaganda about the fucking electrocuted dog?
95% of his fan base are terminally online Redditors. Like, they don't give a about your rally, bro, in the background over here. They want you to call Shoe0nHead a Nazi to validate their hatred and their feelings.
Whatever the Shoe0nHead said.
It's the laugh again! No, you're joking. Stop.
Hasan is pissed because, like, he's finally out doing something in the real world, and the only thing people care about, the only thing people are talking about in regards to him online right now is this.
No, it isn't. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. No. No. Everyone's talking about Abdul El Sayed, Mallory McMorrow. They're talking about him doing political rallies with fucking, was it Rab in Pennsylvania? He's done tons of shit. Literally in a hotel room doing these rallies, and he chose one chatter to make fun of, and you're like, his whole chat's talking about me or something.
And you know what? To be, like, completely fair, which is something these people would never do for me.
I fucking disagree. These people, the leftists. I don't think anyone's being unfair to you. I think you're just genuinely too dumb to listen to the criticisms that are being said to you. You are so insecure that you are trying to hide behind jokes to deflect from the criticisms that are actually being lobbied at you. And over, it's that you court a very specific kind of audience and try to pat them on their heads and tell them that despite their behavior, despite their lack of social skills, despite their ability to, you know, provide the space that would give them the life they want to live, you love the incel crowd, the sort of centrist right-wing groups, capitalists, like guys that are, you know, pretty fucking shitty to one another and to women, misogyny, and you love misogyny. It's like the thing you lean on the most. You not being able to understand that, you're like, I'm a woman, I can't be misogynist type shit. It's just sad to watch.
This was a better response than his first response. He's basically just like, I don't care, I'm busy doing, like, real things in the real world. Okay, fair enough, understandable, have a nice day.
By the way, never addressed anything you said, never even attempted to refute a point you made. Just
he didn't watch any of your content at all. This is you reacting to him saying to his chat that he didn't want to watch your video. And still, you made content on it. I didn't want to do this, but I had to. You didn't. You chose to do this because you knew Hasan would get clicks on your fucking video. It's so fucking cynical around these parts.
I'm making a difference, unlike Shoe and her stupid video. Also, did you know she's stupid?
She's stupid, don't go watch the video.
She is dumb.
Don't go watch it, guys, she's stupid.
Also, her feet are...
Don't go watch it. He didn't say that.
He's stuck between, like, wanting to be above it all. Ugh, I don't even know who that is. I'm out here doing the revolution.
Why is it always I'm out here doing the revolution? Every single time she makes content, it punches left specifically, And I think that's very fascinating. And I'm wondering why you don't think that that has anything to do with people's takes on you. Worth consideration.
But he can't do both. So as it stands right now, what he's saying is that he has literally never heard me speak. He just looked at me and went, "Woman online must be a whore." Honestly, not a bad guess.
So the joke is the misogynistic thought that you thought in your own head must be someone else's thought, actually. You should be misogynistic to me. I know, right? Why would you self-own? How dare you misogynies? So the joke is that you're a dumbass? This is why people think you're stupid. You know.
People should be more embarrassed, okay? What happened to shame?
Oh, wait. I find it incredibly ironic that the guy who used chain lightning on his dog live on stream in front of thousands of people and then lied about it.
Ethan Klein word vomit. Is this an Ethan Klein sock, actually? Do we know that this isn't Ethan Klein doing a VTube?
And
racist ass Fox girl.
Gaslit everybody. Thinks that anyone else needs to be embarrassed about anything. Like, you've spent your
She's an Asman orbiter? Whoa, that's crazy.
entire f***ing career, the better part of a decade plus, being a political commentator, but the only thing that the majority of the internet knows you for is f***ing zapping your dog for stepping off its 4 square foot cot that you've designated for it. That's your f***ing legacy, Hasan.
Shock my dog, I can't stop. Yeah.
A drunk Nazi VTuber has stolen too much of my time during this video. The AI slop is so fucking cringe from Shoe0nHead. Holy fucking shit.
Like, obviously he watched the video and something in it really had him rattled. Like,
I don't think he did watch the video. I think he just doesn't respect you.
was it the brothel thing? Was it the clock meme? Because if it was the clock meme, that was a joke, okay? We're the same age, Hasan. It is not too late. This is all not that serious. I just thought it was really funny and everybody was asking for a response video. So there's your response video.
We have lore on the Fox VTuber. I don't even want to show the racist shit I'm seeing on here. So this is the kind of content that this fucking loser makes. Just misogyny bait. Just fucking right-wing slop. All of it. Look at this. OnlyFans, Twitter feminists, constant slop. It's so weird how Shoe0nHead always has the worst fucking people around her. Isn't that interesting?
This is like when like a hot girl has like a video game controller and she's like licking it. She's like,
yes! Or like with the cat ears, the little head.
Oh, like with the cat ears? Like with the fucking, you know how like the thing that I am doing with my fucking VTube model? You know how that, like, huh?
Okay, Alana, thank you for joining me. You made it less painful to watch this shit.
I fucking disagree. I had it actually gave me the opposite experience. I would have, I'm not gonna lie to you, I would have preferred just Shoe. This is from her VTuber wiki. She streams yapping, standing, but we act and common tawi sitting down, cranking her desk to do so, which is a meme in chat as the spinge fox emoji. She occasionally dips into politics from a conservative perspective, you don't say. She drew yaoi in school when she was younger. She is a hag. This is a community meme. She's actually Gen Z. She likes porking her chat's moms, a community stream meme. She, according to her, being a woman makes you gauge. She is cooked and dented as fuck. What the fuck is this shit? Piss fox? She bullies her chat and gets bullied back by them? This is very cringe stuff that I'm seeing. In conclusion, I don't know why she made that video. Actually, I do. It was so that she could put Hasan's name in the title and get clicks, because he didn't really interact with her content in any way whatsoever. That was a really stupid video.